Hey everyone, welcome to Post to Post. My name is Neil. Thank you so much for joining me today. We got some jersey news outside of the NHL. It's always great talking about NHL jerseys, but sometimes we get a little bit of a present outside the NHL. This time it's in the WHL. It's from the Prince George Cougars. They've changed their home jersey and their away jersey, or their dark jersey and their light jersey, depending on the way you want to look at it. And I want to look at it, and we can dissect it. We can give our opinions and go from there. We can even compare it to the last versions of the jersey. We'll do all that in this video, so thanks for joining me today. Let's get going with the first photo, or one of the photos, the main photo that they posted on Twitter. Let's go. So first impressions, a lot of contrast in this photo, but we can see, I mean, if you're familiar with their past, then you obviously can immediately see the change. But maybe if you're not familiar with the Prince George Cougars brand uniform jersey, then this will likely just look like a regular uniform or jersey to you. I mean, it is pretty generic, and I mean that in actually the best way possible. It's a very good upgrade, and we'll look at the previous version in a second here. But just in first impressions, I like the striping. The striping is excellent. Different on the white than the away, but both good. The logo, that was one of the things that really stood out to me, because in the version that you're going to see, the previous version, they actually had text on, I think it was the top or the bottom. It actually just called out, like Prince George Cougars, I think. And it was, it was a little distracting. So it's actually nice to see just that graphical element in there. You got the C, you got the Cougar, just a good old crest on the front. That's great. Now the shoulders, wow. on the dark jersey, the red jersey with the black shoulders, you can see that little bit of almost like a Joker checkered pattern in there. It's not too aggressive. It's just subtly in there, which is, I think, definitely acceptable. But in the white version, on those red shoulders, there's two shades of red there, and that pattern is very, very apparent. And I think in a negative way. I think it's almost a little bit too distracting. So, and it's actually the only thing that I dislike about either of the two jerseys is the shoulders on the white jersey. I think that pattern is just a little bit too prominent. I would like to see it maybe be like 10 to 15% transparent versus 80 or 90% transparent. So yeah, I think that overall this was a pretty good step forward, but let's take a look back actually on the previous one. So here's a graphic that they posted on their social media a while ago. So you can actually see a bunch of jerseys here, two dark ones, and then a red one, and then a white one. So the dark one, that's very I would say mid-2000s Ottawa Senators kind of vibes here. You've got some striping that's different colored up here. You got some different colors up here. Then there's another different color, little tiny piece up in there. So some red, some white, and some black. And then this striping, pinstriping coming up from the bottom of the armpits. That's very 20 years ago. So, the black uniform was a little bit dated. So that was a great update for them. Now the white jersey is very similar. Obviously that same style, striping, or that little pinstripe coming down from the neck all the way down underneath the armpit, actually down even further, way down by the side of the waist there. And again, that's very mid-2000s. I think I like the white jersey more than the dark jersey. The dark jersey almost looks like a little bit of a practice jersey. But so I would say vastly improved on both. Now the red jersey, maybe is their alternate. I'm actually not completely familiar with their brand, but their alternate jersey here is just one of those classic, textile logos all the way, kind of slanting down, which is fine. But I think if we go back actually to the photo that we were looking at, now that you've seen the past and you can see the present, I think the majority of us can probably agree that this is a little bit better at the very least. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of just the white jersey. Here's where we can really tell and kind of dissect this a little bit. Remember I mentioned the logo earlier? We lost some text on the bottom. So that's, that's a vast, vast improvement in the best way possible. I love it. The shoulders, probably a bit of a negative because of the pattern, but the squared off shoulder design is a positive. I like the change of the colorization and the, sectionalized color, but the pattern is definitely a zonk. Striping in the arm, better. Striping at the bottom of the jersey, better. Overall, this is a better jersey. Let's go to the dark one. The dark one shows, well, I guess I'm showing all three here. The black one, and that one is, I don't know how else to say it other than mid-2000s. I've said it 3 times in this video, but it is what it is. It's the only thing I can kind of reference. It looks like a practice jersey as well. The red one is fine, but the new red one, it's almost a combination between the two. I guess the red is the primary color here, but I feel like this is just the best of both worlds. You get the better logo that was on the black one, even better because it's minus the text on the red jersey. That black logo just pops so well on the red jersey. You just don't even bother with the sideways text logo, which is great. I think the shoulders are better on the new one versus the red one from before, and way better than the black one. The striping on the new one is better than both of the red and previous black ones, and on the bottom of the jersey as well. So I think the new red one is pretty much an improvement in every single aspect. The shoulder patch on that left shoulder or right shoulder as we're looking at it, I don't think it's better than what was on their jerseys before, but I don't hate it. There's nothing about it that I absolutely hate. So I would say maybe a little bit even there. If you put the old one on there, I'd probably be just as happy or not as upset. I have no strong opinions there, I guess. But yeah, I think if we go back to maybe the main photo that they posted of 2 of the new white jerseys and 2 of the new red jerseys, we can see some definite improvements, some long overdue improvements. So I think, round of applause to the Prince George Cougars. Great decision behind kind of revamping the brand. Love to see it. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on other teams, not just in the NHL, just like the WHL. Some other teams in the WHL, if they change their brand, their jerseys, we're going to talk about it. Same as the OHL, the QMJHL, all around, even leagues outside of Canada, down into the United States, AHL, ECHL, some of the college leagues, there's all kinds, and then obviously across the pond in the EIHL, and then the SM Liga over in Finland, and then obviously the Finnish league, the SHL, and it continues on. There's lots of leagues, there's lots of jerseys, and I'll definitely do my best to talk about as many as I can as they come out and as they release. So yeah, what'd you guys think about this jersey? The home, the away, the dark, the white, what'd you think? Which one was your favorite? How do you feel about the shoulders? That's the big question mark for me. Let me know what you think about these checkered pattern style shoulders. That's hard to say. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great day. Please hit the subscribe button. If you're new, if you did enjoy this video, hit the like button. I'll talk to you guys later today for another video. Adios.